Ken, what happened to the video? I can't see. I can't see the video. Huh? No, I put it on.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, because I put it on. I can't. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's covered.
And then that cable is
It's short, eh? Quite short. Okay. It's quite short.
so, and also another mini.
Huh? Need a longer one. I've not started. I've not even started. And there's no one online, so yeah, someone has just joined back.
Yeah. Yeah, please send it to the WhatsApp group and say this is. Let me see. Yes, it's the final. Yeah, it was final.
No, it's a one. I get the one I sent you.
Yes.
That meeting I did with the knee is fun here.
Oh, the password.
Password is funny.
Oh, you changed it.
Yeah, I changed it because you guys were used to the funny. It's easier to remember.
Okay. Okay. Because I see some others are saying please
Okay. Let me see. Can you share?
yeah. I feel like this one.
This would be dangerous. Okay. Do you have WhatsApp of this?
Huh?
On your laptop?
No.
Okay.
So I'm wondering. I think there was no. It's
Okay.
Timothy will not support recipe.
Issue is the cable. It's
So we just move it a
short.
bit.
Oh, that's it.
There.
Do you want me to move it short?
No, it's okay now.
Good.
I think when you're standing here, you can see everyone.
Can you see me?
You can move. Just move this forward, kidogo. So.
Maybe not right online.
Yeah, it's guys are asking about the link. Let me see.
Start. Can you use the same link?
Let me log in and send it.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Good evening. Good to see you. Calling meeting number 180 of the Hill Toastmasters to order. It's good to see all of you this lovely evening. As they say, it's trying to fix that. We have a lot in store for you this evening. It's good to see several new faces in the room. Welcome to the Hill Toastmasters Club. Toastmasters is an international non-profit education organization. It is non-profit, but this is where leadership skills and even our self-confidence, which leads to personal growth. And how we do that is in meetings like this in different places in the world, and in East Africa, we're in Kenya, we're in Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, Ethiopia. We have also in Burundi, Kayot, something like that. There's so many. Like we have 10 different countries in East Africa that have different locations, different times, and days. Every single day of the week, there's a Toastmasters Club that is meeting somewhere. The Hill, we meet the first and third Tuesday of the month, 6 to 8 p.m. here at Nairobi Club. Our club is hybrid, as you can see. The people who are joining online, and this is to be able to accommodate everyone, even members that are not able to be here physically from time to time. Our mission is to empower members to become better. And my name is Lillian Kemando. I am the president of the Hill Toastmasters. I do not serve alone. I serve with an executive committee. This is the committee that helps to support the club. And the committee has the president, the vice president. You see those tabletops that you're seeing there. All those are the committee members. And only two are here in the room. Our sergeant at arms, he's the one who is in charge of making sure that all the assets are well placed, that we have a meeting room that is well organized. He's the immediate past president. He's the person I took over from. He serves as an advisor. The rest are on the way. You will see them as they come in. There's a lot of traffic this evening. Our secretary shared the minutes in the WhatsApp group. Did we read this time round? Oh, well done, Mudeda. It's because you are the TMOD. Okay, did you read the minutes? Veronica, did you read? Did you read? Monica? Oh, great. Vanessa, did you read? Oh, sorry, not Vanessa. Oh my God, Leah Mwende. Yes, Leah, did you read the minutes? Arnold?
I saw them coming.
You should do better. Do we have any corrections? Those that read the minutes? Any corrections? Okay. Can we have a proposer for the minutes? Thank you, Mudenda, and a seconder. Okay. Seconder, Monica. Okay, thank you. I hereby adopt minutes of meeting number 179 of the Hill Toastmasters Club. Our evening is packed, super packed, but I just want to welcome you once again, the guests, to the Hill Toastmasters. We really do not take it for granted that you chose to spend your next 2 hours with us this evening, and we hope that you find value. Our meeting today is a bit different from the normal meetings. The reason being is we have the normal meeting taking place for the first 1 hour, and then we have a session that is called the Moment of Truth. This is where we evaluate our club. Normally in Toastmasters, we evaluate each other. You get to know how you're doing after you presented a speech or something. But now we're evaluating this club to make sure that we give you better first impressions as a guest. Were you welcomed well? The members, are they finding value by being members of the Hill Toastmasters? So we are going to have that second session, and then we will officially welcome new members. There are members that joined us recently. We have a ceremony we call the induction ceremony, where we officially welcome them to Toastmasters. So today is, you're going to experience everything, almost everything about Toastmasters. So stay tuned. And if you, at any point you feel like you're floating, I want to ensure that there's a member next to you so that you don't get lost too much. All right. Having said that, I want to introduce our Toastmaster of the day this evening. Toastmaster of the day is like the MC. In any ceremony, there is someone who is going to lead us through the meeting, and he is our incoming. So the people I have introduced or will introduce, one of them is coming in. That's the Vice President of Membership, Christine. Our term is coming to an end of this month, June, and then you're going to start a new Toastmasters year from 1st of July until next year, 30th of June. And our Toastmaster of the day is an incoming EXCO member. He's going to be the Vice President of Education. That's the person who is in charge of getting roll takers and running meetings. He has been a very instrumental guy in this club. He was serving in the Vice President Public Relations Committee. He's the one who's been creating posters for us, making sure that our Instagram account is up and running, that we get to know what's going on. And for that, we really appreciate him, that he's always stepping up and saying yes to very many opportunities. So without any further ado, allow me to welcome our Toastmaster of the evening. Can we smile? I know we are serious. I don't know what I'm going to do to make you nap. I'm almost asking a riddle, but I don't have them off head. So with a smile, Arnold, with a smile, help me welcome the Toastmaster of the evening, Mudenda Sibulambe. Yay. Hey, we can do better. Mudenda Sibulambe. I got it.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. I've got the stick. I'll call it the stick. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our guests. All right, it's going to be very interesting today. I can see the room is not very full, but let's see how we go. Well, okay, that's okay. Is that okay? I believe let's also give the people online just a few seconds for them to be able to join. I believe they're looking for the Zoom credentials. Did you send them to them?
That's good speaking here.
Oh, yes. Is there anyone else? Yes, I'm speaking to myself.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, allow me to introduce myself properly. My name is Mudenda Sibulambe, and I have the privilege of being your TMOD, the Toastmaster of the day. The word that I wanted to share with you today is actually two words. One is tempus, the other one is forget. Tempus, forget. Those two are Latin words. Tempus means time, and forget means flies. Time flies. I woke up this last Sunday thinking, wow, it's June already. Half the year has gone by. And I thought to myself, probably at this time, GTC and UAP are now organizing their plans for the end of year fireworks, isn't it? They're looking for the fireworks, they're looking for insurance to insure their buildings. And if something doesn't make you realize that time really flies, that should be it. Half the year has already gone by, which is why today's theme is very important. The theme is mirror moments. You might ask, what are mirror moments? There's a song by Michael Jackson which perfectly captures what we are thinking about, the spirit of today's meeting. It says, I'm staring at the man in the mirror. Some of you might know this song. I might be showing my age, but some of you might know this song. And then he says, if you want to make a change or the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. What does that mean? Well, it is important that we take time to reflect and see where we are. The way the world moves so fast, sometimes we get caught up in this rut. We get caught up in processes. We get caught up in doing things the way that we've always been doing, and yet the world is moving very fast. Before we know it, we'll be behind. Thus, it is important for us to take these moments, the moments we call the mirror moments, where you can stop and reflect and introspect. You think, am I doing the right thing? Am I shooting in the right direction? Am I where I am supposed to be? And then, of course, there's no need to look in the mirror, see something wrong, and then you just walk away and not correct it. That means am I willing to make the changes that need to be made for me to become better? Not just for me, but for the people around us. These mirror moments matter because, as mentioned, tempers forget, time flies, and the world continues to move forward. If we need to keep up with it, we need to make time for those mirror moments. And today, it's actually a special day for us as Toastmasters because we have a moment to reflect, not only on us as individuals, but also as a club, on how we are doing, and take a moment and reflect and think, what else can we do to make things a little bit different? How can we grow? How can we stretch ourselves? And that is the meaning of mirror moment. Well, we will return to this subject a little bit later on, but for now, allow me to introduce our meeting. Like any great reflection, of course, this meeting will not be handled by one person. I have a team that will assist me with this. The team at the moment is a little bit light, but we'll make it work. We will start with our timer, who will come and introduce her role. She'll tell us what it is that she is doing and how she's going to ensure that we stick to the timing that we're going to have. Allow me then to introduce Veronica Wangui.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm your timer for today. My role is to help you, all speakers, stay within their allocated time and ensure the meeting runs on schedule. I will use this visual signal to indicate timing and milestones. Our speaker's speech today is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will lift the green card, which means you have reached the minimum time. At 6 minutes, I will lift the yellow card, which means you are at the midpoint and should begin wrapping up the speech. At 7 minutes, I will turn the red card, which means you've reached the maximum time. You have 30 seconds to conclude. For the evaluators, the evaluation is between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will lift the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. I will report on the time taken by the speakers when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much appreciated, and we'll make sure that we stay in the green and the yellow of language, the one who counts every clever sentence that we make, and also all the nice little words, the memorable, insightful phrases that we make. Please welcome our grammarian, and that is Harry Karanja. I believe Harry is online.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay, first, I apologize. I was to attend physically, but I have been unable to make it in time because of the traffic situation. Nonetheless, I am present virtually and I am excited to be your grammarian for the day. Now, as a grammarian, I have two main roles. The first is to listen carefully to the usage of the English language throughout the meeting. I'll be paying attention to grammar, sentence structure, and effective use of rhetorical devices. In addition, I shall also listen out to misuse of the English language in order to give feedback to those who misuse it so that they can improve on their usage of grammar and English in order to have greater clarity and impact. Of course, I shall also highlight any elegant expressions, powerful word choices, and strong uses of language that enhance your message. Secondly, my role as a grammarian for the day is to ensure that we get to use our word of the day, which is complementing the theme of today's meeting, and that word is introspect. And I am delighted to mention that our Toastmaster of the day has already used that word. Now, introspect, which is spelled INTROSPECT, the word has been shared on the WhatsApp group, but I shall also share it within the online meeting. Introspect is a verb that means to examine one's own thoughts or feelings. An example of its use in a sentence is, after a tough conversation with my teammate, I took a few minutes to introspect on what I could have done differently. I encourage all speakers, including table topic participants and evaluators, to use the word of the day in their contributions. Each time you do, I'll note it down and report this together with the usage of the English language at the end of the meeting. Thank you, and I now hand the meeting back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Harry, and we look forward to polishing our grammar as we continue. And now a very special role, the one who tracks all those little sneaky words that we've already used so many times today. That is the R, the ums, and the likes. Please join me in welcoming our R counter, and that is Toastmaster Terry Muthoni. She is also online, I believe.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and, you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and air. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. I'd like to hear from the meeting if you can hear this sound. Is it audible?
Yes, we did hear it.
Great. So if you hear that, please know that you're a victim of a pause filler. Try not to use them within the meeting. Thank you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Terry. You have a very tough job, but someone has to count the chaos, isn't it? Now let's move on to our prepared speech segment. To introduce our first and only speaker today, let's welcome the evaluator who knows how to listen, to observe, and yes, introspect before giving feedback. And that's none other than our Toastmaster DTM. That is DTM Maggie Njoroge. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, our Toastmaster of the day. It is my joy and indeed a privilege to be evaluating the only speaker that we have this evening. The speech will be delivered from the Motivational Strategies path. It is a level 3 elective project on Inspire Your Audience. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The other purpose is for the member to inspire the audience as she delivers her speech. The content should be engaging and the speaker entertaining or moving. The speaker has got 5 to 7 minutes within which to deliver the speech. Introducing the speaker, Monica Kafue, The Pursuit. The Pursuit, Monica Kafue.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. This evening, I would love to share a story that I believe will inspire you. A few years ago, I went through a very difficult season. I found myself at a very odd space. Not only did I come face to face with adversity, but I had 2 children to feed, and my bills were piling up. One evening, as I sat at the balcony of my home, enjoying the sunset, I got into an introspective moment. As I thought of a way forward, the sunset faded, and I found myself focusing on a slum that was across the street. I knew that I would never want to end up in the slum. I therefore needed to come up with a plan and an action. And it had to be an immediate action. As I sat there thinking deeply, an idea dropped onto my mind. It was a campaign season. The idea was to sell campaign material. Did I have capital? Do you think I had capital? I did not have capital. So I went out of my way to borrow from people I believed were my friends. Some came through, some failed to come through for me. But it is those seasons that we know who we can hold on to, who we can hang on to. Those are the seasons that we know how far adversity can push you. As I was selling the various campaign materials, one of the clients mentioned, "Hey, Monica, do you know you've got a fantastic voice?" And that caught my attention. And I was glad that somebody could actually note something positive that I had that I never knew. And she requested that I accompany her the following day to a studio for a recording. I inquired further, what is the recording all about? She told me, you could find yourself doing a radio advert. You can imagine how excited I was at that time. And I jumped into the idea, and the following day, we were at the studios recording. Few days later, 2 companies were ready to have me run with their adverts for a period of 2 months. You can imagine the excitement I had. It meant that I could be able to pay my bills. However, it was not something that I could call sustainable. I needed to think further out of the box. Yes, my bills were getting sorted out, but that was not what ideally I would call a sustainable job. But I learned something. I was good at sales, and I also discovered that I had a fantastic voice. Fellow Toastmasters, the best within you has to be explored. You have to go an extra mile to discover the best within us. It's a journey. It is not a destination. Several years later, I landed into various sales and marketing jobs, meeting various people. I even ended up doing a role where I handled an online reputation management for a bank. Toastmasters and guests, what is your best within you? Do you know the best within you? Sunrises are beautiful. Anyone who's ever taken a photo of a sunrise? Show of hands. Almost everyone in the room. Sunsets? The universe is the best teacher. Assuming the sunrise is an idea, there are times you sit down and you're like, oh, that's a fantastic idea. And then when you envision the goal, you realize that it is something doable. But between the idea and the goal lies challenges. Just like during the day, does the heat feel good when you're outside and it's very hot? But the sunrise feels good. We are even encouraged to have our babies enjoy a sunrise, right? That's the same thing. How desperate are you to go beyond the heat of the sun to get to your goal? Between your idea and the goal are impossibilities, are voices talking you down, your mind, lack of finances. There are all these things that come to stop us from achieving our dreams. I encourage us all, each one of us, Christine, Ken, Arnold, and everyone else, to reach out for the best within you. Do we know the best within us? No, we don't. But we have to explore until we reach the best within us. If you look at the president of the US of America, who is the president of the US of America? Donald Trump. He's an astute businessman, but he was not satisfied. He still craved to get to the heights of the best within him. And I believe he's still exploring more of being the best. I leave you with one thing this evening. Think about the sunrise and the sunset. And when you're thinking about your goals at the Toastmasters, when you're paying this year for your renewal, I'm sure you're quite excited about the goals you will meet. Always remember, the challenges will be there, but let us overcome the challenges together and reach out for the best within us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Monica Kabue, for that wonderful and very insightful speech. I must say that speech gave me more to introspect about than I thought. I did take a moment to look around at our new members or guests as we were making that sound, and I did see some bewildered looks. Allow me to explain. The word of the day is a word that is picked that we are all encouraged to use as often as possible in our speeches. Of course, that helps us to be able to have that creative use of language. And when we use it, a member is recognized by making that sound. That is why that was done. Feel free to use it, and we will also encourage you by making that sound. Today's session will be shorter than usual because we will also have the MOT, the moment of truth, and also we will recognize our new members as they join us. Before we jump into the other sessions, let us again hear the question of our only speaker this evening. Welcome, DT Maggie Njoroge.
I was hoping to get a minute or two to write out my evaluation. Is that okay? I'm in the middle of it.
That is okay.
Thank you.
That is okay. We will give you exactly 2 minutes. As we do that, we can take a moment to think of the theme, isn't it? Mirror moments. Maybe I can ask somebody, by a show of hands, how many of us take the time to think about where we are in our lives compared to where we want it to be? Do we take that time? I'd like to ask, how do you do it? How do you do it? Others are very deliberate about it. They actually schedule time. But I'd also like to find out from other people, how do you do it? Unfortunately, I've got a very good friend I'd like to hear from first, and he is our general evaluator. Can you share with us how you do it?
I'm one of those guys who puts time. So you said you wanted to hear from
Yes,
other people.
you schedule the time.
Yeah.
And that I know, that's why I asked that question deliberately. Toastmaster Jackson, how do you do it?
Lately I dream about it. I wake up sweating. And you lose your sleep at some point in the night.
Yeah.
But I try to jot something down once in a while.
Yeah.
It happens. I think it comes with age as you get older.
That is true. Very true. Yes, go ahead.
So I think my own experience, and especially ever since I came to Nairobi 3 years ago, is that more often than not, and especially for people like me who don't have families, we let our work take control of the entire spectrum of our time. And I mean, not to say people with families do not let the work take over, but at least they've got a mandatory distraction that, hey, you need to shut down, we've got a family to take care of. So my own experience is that why I've had to schedule is that there was a time I spent about perhaps 12 months and I realized I had not worked on any of my goals, but I was excelling at work. So everyone's giving you compliments and you keep going, but you realize you have your own personal goals that you wanted to achieve, both in and out of work, and you're actually not paying attention to them because you just, every task that comes on, you're on it. You're on it. So I think for me, it became a habit that if I actually want to think, if I want to introspect, I need to schedule time. And I find that it's helped me quite a bit. And people even get pissed. Someone asks for like a meeting, and I'm like, no, I know it's empty on my calendar, but this is my focus time.
Yes.
And I'm good.
And if we may ask one more question, for those online, please feel free to raise your hand and we can pick on you as well. What is one thing that you realized during the time that you were taking that mirror moment to introspect? What is one thing that you picked and said, I need to change this so I can stay focused? What is one thing? Or does anybody have one thing that they'd like to share before I pick someone? As mentioned, those online, feel free to raise your hand and we'll be able to pick on you. For now, may I ask Toastmaster Veronica, is there something you'd like to share with us that you picked, that you're comfortable sharing with us, as that you picked during that session when you were thinking about where you are? Is there something you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, sure. So I think the moments after introspecting and reflecting, especially if you feel yourself, you're able to come with new goals to realign what you need to do going forward. Like it's like having a plan that you can take going forward. So I think that moment is quite critical because you're able to look at, I think called the lesson plan. You look like what made you fail in what you had planned, and then now you're able to look for new strategies and how to move on.
Yes. Thank you for sharing as well. And one thing that she has mentioned is something that I also came to realize. Have you heard of moving the needle? You can be very busy doing many things, but you're actually not making an impact. And that is something that you have to think about. Think about where you are, what you're doing, how your work is being affected by what you're actually doing. Think of the goals that you have at the end of the year, that things that you want to achieve, and then think, what am I doing now? Am I actually working towards those? Or am I just running around in circles. Someone else you can hand over some responsibilities to, hand over to that person, and then focus on the things that actually make a difference, things that will move the needle, as it were, so that you can focus on the goals that you need to achieve. Thank you very much for your participation, much appreciated. DTM Maggie, I hope that was enough time for you to compile the feedback for Monica Kabwe.
Confirmed.
All right, there you go.
Thank you once again, our Toastmaster of the evening. Monica, what a delightful story. You excelled at sharing your personal story that is highly relatable. I got to introspect on that particular experience, and I could empathize with you. You also give us personal tips on how to pursue our goals. You used rhetorical questions like, how desperate are you to achieve your goal? All these elements stood out for me as you went through your speech. Some of the areas that you can look into to elevate this particular story is consider using vocal variety in order to depict the different moods that are in your speech. For example, we got to know that you're good, that you have a good voice, and landed yourself a deal recording. At that particular point, you should have shared how elated you were by that particular experience. But I noted what you said is you realized that after 2 months, it was not enough. You denied yourself the opportunity to celebrate that milestone in your life. It's not every day we get a recording for 2 months and get paid for it. You can also enhance the way you use emotion to connect with your audience. And especially at the beginning of the story when you were telling us how desperate you were and the hard place you were in, even financially. And you even considered the slum that was across from you. You can depict the relevant emotion and will be able to pick that and flow with you. Overall, that was an excellent speech. I would encourage you to keep emphasizing what you want your audience to take away, because this is an inspirational speech and it relies heavily on your use of emotion. How much time did the speaker take, our timer?
7 minutes, 11 seconds. 7 seconds.
Sorry, the time
7
again?
minutes.
7 minutes, 7 minutes.
That's well within the time. Thank you very much. You did meet the objectives of this particular project, and I do encourage you to move on to your next speech. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, DTM Maggie, much appreciated. And now to guide us through the evaluation of everything that has happened today, let me introduce someone who once eloquently that, should I say this? He said, criticism is my forte. That is what he said. With that energy, I knew he would be a general evaluator at one point. Allow me then to introduce today's general evaluator, that is Toastmaster Arnold Bukango. Take it easy on us.
Good evening, everyone. I said that in a kidding manner. It was in the early stages of this. Don't take it too seriously. So my role today, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as a general evaluator, I'm here to evaluate everything. So Toastmasters, as you would know, at least for the guests, it's got a very standardized format of carrying out meetings, as the president introduced earlier when we started. And we've got several things that we expect a member to experience when they enter a Toastmasters meeting, and as well you as guests. Yes.
Point of order. For our evaluations, I think those are miscommunication in terms of the timing. Our general evaluator is also supposed to evaluate our community sessions, as well as all the other reports. So perhaps we can have that changed and we start with the
That was going to be my first point.
All right, we will put a pin on that and continue later. For those online, apologies, we have been guided that we will now move on to the MOT session. That is the Moment of Truth session. And then our GE, who is very geared to give us the criticism that he believes we so much deserve, will come and give us that. Then at this moment, then, please let's put our hands together and introduce our president to lead us through the MOT session. That is President Lillian Kimando.
With joy. Thank you. We really apologize for that miscommunication. But I'm really excited about today's moment of truth. Good evening once again. Good evening. The reason why I am excited about the moment of truth is because it's not just part of Toastmasters program, but it gives us as members an opportunity to pause, reflect, and improve together. I remember the theme we had for the last meeting from self-ashepet. Sometimes we just need to pause and look within and outside, reflect, and see the areas that we need to improve on. And when I was thinking about the moment of truth earlier today, what came to my mind was, can you all remember the first time you walked into the Hill Toastmasters? Can you remember, Eric? What was your first impression when you walked in? Yes, you can just talk.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
I'm happy to be back.
Welcome back.
I had a small. My first impression, this is an introspective. The club was a bit full. Well, welcome back. The journey starts with me. Also, there was warm welcome. Everyone was smiling. Everyone was interested to know fellow Toastmasters who are visiting the club. And yeah, and that's actually what made me take the step to join Toastmasters. I feel the Hill is full of hospitality and also there's growth.
Thank you.
We're here to support each other.
Okay.
So the hospitality is my main point. I usually feel at home.
Oh, thank you. Welcome back, Eric. We look forward to the chocolates. Just for the sake of the people who are online, Eric says he remembers when he walked in, the room was full. Today we have a lot of space, guys. If you can make it here, we would be very happy. I want to throw the same question to someone who has been here for a while, who may have forgotten how it was. Hamara Maro, that's Nick Maro. Nick, can you remember the first time you walked into the Hill Toastmasters? And what made you come back? Nick, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
I don't know whether you can also hear me. I'm outside here.
We can hear you loud and clear.
All right. The first time I walked into a meeting, I was full of trepidation because I didn't know what to expect. I had visited one club, is it Kenya Kwanza on University Way or opposite Nairobi University, and it was so orderly, and I was wondering what's going on here, but I liked it. And then I was asked to make an impromptu speech because I hesitated. I think I took a few seconds, but then again, I said this is a place I need to come back because I need to have this experience. I need to be able to talk on my feet when I'm called upon to talk because this will help me in my journey as a leader and even as a workplace. So I came back and I decided I was told where these clubs are. I was given a list and I found out that the Hill is near where I work. And I came for a meeting and I enrolled the same day. So for me, it's been an exciting journey. I've seen the benefits of joining the club, the Hill Club, because even at the workplace, I'm confident to speak before people whenever I get the opportunity. And I've also seen my growth in leadership. I've never regretted. And for those who've joined who are new members, we are together in this. We'll work together and we'll grow together as leaders and as communicators on this Toastmasters journey. Back to you, Madam President.
Thank you so much, Nick. He came and paid the same day. I know some of us who did the same. So tonight, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be giving honest feedback, constructive feedback that is forward thinking. And because what you're about to do is not just about rating. Don't just rate for the sake of rating. We are rating to know how we are doing and where we want to be. So we need honest feedback from you so that we continue building this club, because the Hill Toastmasters Club is not just a place where we come to attend meetings. It is a place where we belong, where we grow, and where we continue to contribute. So each and every voice matters in this room and those who are online. And I request that the people who are online, if you could rename yourselves, the ones with iPhone, noise, so that we know who is in the room. Thank you. Now, I will be guiding us through the 6 moments of the truth. The people who are in the room have the moments of truth, and I shared the same in the WhatsApp group for the members. So this is in the members group. If you can just open it, these are the 6 standards that you're going to evaluate the quality of our club against. And the first one is we'll have the first impressions, we'll have membership orientation, fellowship, variety, and communication. The 4th is program planning and meeting organization. The 5th is membership strength. And then the last one is achievement recognition. We are going to have polls. We will launch polls where we are going to vote. And then now from the rating that you're going to give us, that will form our discussions this evening, so that we know where we're excelling and then we know the areas that we need to improve on. Is that clear? And if at any given moment you have a question, remember this is where we all belong. Please feel free to raise your hand. Those who are online, you can also raise your hand. You can send in a message so that we make sure that you're moving in. We are moving together. And I'll go to the first impression. Our first standard of evaluation is the first impression, the ones that we just had from Toastmaster Eric and Toastmaster Nick, how they were received at the Hill Toastmasters. And I asked the question at the beginning, can you remember the moment that you walked into the Hill Toastmasters? How were you received? The first impressions, we have the guests are greeted warmly and introduced to officers and members. Do we have a guest book, and do we have name tags provided? Is the meeting arranged professionally? Is it a convenient meeting location here at Nairobi Club? Are the guests invited to address the club? And then do we invite the guests to join the Hill Toastmasters meeting? I will request our Sergeant at Arms to launch the first poll.
As well, people joining us on
physically.
You can as well
join.
log in through your phone so that you can be able to vote.
Thank you so much. Did you hear Ken? If you've joined us physically, kindly join the meeting, the link, using the link so that you're also able to vote. And then the questions are there. And mute yourself so that you don't have echo in the room. They will need to see the results. It's okay because it's not a secret.
Just mute your phones, please. Sorry.
It's preferable they see the results because they've been displayed here. Oh, you're not. You should make your co-hosts. So that you can be able to see the
We have some sweets in the room. Again, I hope that entices you to make your way even if you're stuck in traffic. Make your way here. There's a big cake. There's a lot of things to eat. I'm entertaining you so that we continue voting. I want to see more votes, more votes, more votes, more votes. Are you able to see the votes? Anyone who is not able to see the poll? Those online, confirm you can see the polls.
I was able to see the polls and I was able to submit my feedback.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you. Our AD is also in the room. Christine Oyugi, welcome to the Hill. And request iPhone and NAWS if you can rename yourself so that you know who you are. Karanja, is it possible to have your two names? Guys, keep voting. We have, I think now you can time us every time we launch the poll. Veronica, yes?
I have a question.
Yes.
Good
evening.
My name is Jake Matini for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Looking at the polls and realize I may not give honest feedback.
No, it's the first time. No, it's fine. You can skip. You can skip where you feel you don't actually have an opinion.
That's okay. I was requesting our timer to time the minutes you are giving for the poll. So the next one, maximum 2 minutes. Yeah, so that we are on time. I want to close the polls in 5. We need more votes. In 5. Considering the number of participants, we have 27 participants online. We have about 10 in the room, and I'm only seeing. How do you tell how many have voted? 14. Huh?
Yeah, we have 15 out of 23, so that's 16%.
Yeah. Only 14 people have voted. Are we having a challenge? Online participants,
But it's going down.
15.
And then somebody just
Yeah, but we have several members online. Anyway.
President Lillian, may I?
Yes, Maggie.
Maybe you can instruct us to answer all the questions, just in case people have not answered all of them, hence unable to submit. It's a multiple choice for each of the areas.
Okay. Thank you.
6 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Back to you.
Thank you so much, DJ Maggie. Ensure that you answer the 6 questions, apart from with the exception of the guests, the new member who may not be able to give us honest feedback because they've not experienced everything. And now we close the polls. Okay, here are the results. There's someone in the room who still has their speaker on. If you can reduce or mute yourself. All right. We will focus on the areas, because of time, we will focus on the areas that have a rating of 3 and below so that we get the feedback from the members. But we can touch on a few areas that you're doing well so that we know where we are doing well. Is that okay? So for the first impressions, guests greeted warmly and introduced to officers and members. A majority voted 5. However, we had about 3 who said we sometimes meet this standard. The guest book and name tags have been provided. We had a majority vote. Okay, it was a tie between 4 and 3. We usually meet and we sometimes meet the standard. Just look for professionally arranged meeting room. Looks like we are doing well with this one. We have a rating of 5 for a majority. We always meet this standard. Convenient meeting location, we always meet this standard. You're doing well there. Guest invited to address the club, a majority voted we always meet this standard. A guest invited to join, a majority have voted we always meet the standard. So for the first impressions, I feel like where we need to have a discussion is around the guest book and name tags provided. Guest book and name tags provided, because we have a tie of 4 and 3. Could we get feedback, especially for the people that come here physically? And also, okay, well, members need tags, so that also applies to the people who are online. Anyone who is willing to share their feedback around this area? No judgment, yes.
I guess I'll start. I think it's just, for me, I rated the 3 because of the later. This kind of thing.
Okay, that's noted. So for the sake of those who are online, she rated as 3 because she has been here for a while. She still doesn't have a name tag. I feel like her name tag is in the suitcase. Yeah, Veronica. Is it? We will confirm. Anyone else? Mostly it's the name tag. Anyone else who rated as 3 or 4 and would want to give feedback online, please feel free to unmute yourself. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Is it a guest book or participants book? Like,
The black book we normally sign. Yeah.
So to register guests.
Even members. Yes. Because that's how we get to know members and guests. You see, there's an area, there's a column that says indicate whether you're a member or you're a guest. Yes. Okay. Looks like there's no feedback.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Just agree with that. I tend to mostly just the tags.
Tags. Yes.
Sure. Veronica has not got a tags. The other guys who have joined after her. You also have the same. So I think, yeah.
Yes.
We need to step up.
Correct. We agree.
And lanyards.
Lanyards.
Oh, we have lots of lanyards, by the way.
What happens, I think that there are different types.
Yes.
We have the lanyards for the members, yeah.
Yes.
But then we have this stick-on tags.
Yes.
We used to have them, I don't know what happened. But yeah, they have the stick-on for the guests. So they'll just write the names when they come in.
SAA does not have a committee. What happens is that there is someone there who should be giving the guest a tag to just write their name here. And to answer Arnold, the reason why we switched from these lanyards to the whatever, like the one you have, we realized that when we sit, this goes down. Nobody to see your name. So we were struggling to see members listing. So the idea of having the one for pinning is so that people are able to see your name, especially for the guests, and they can reach out to you easily, other than having it here. And most of the time you'll find even it turns for those who are online, even turns like this. And the reason why we need these tags so that we can be able to identify each other. For majority of us exco, we know the members, but the members don't know each other. The only way you can know someone's name is if you see their name here and you can confidently call on Terry. Hi, Terry. Yeah, but if this is not, I hope that's clear. Thank you. All right. Any other comment? Yes, Jackson.
On the same.
Yeah, before we move to the
And the first one.
yes, feel free to comment on any of the standards. Yes.
Yeah, just go up.
And members.
Sometimes you don't. I've not voted, but I would have voted for 3. Like right now, but just walked in.
Yeah, but most of the time, Sylvia is usually the one seated there. If not Sylvia, Monica.
But
sometimes.
yeah,
Okay.
that's why sometimes.
Wow. Yes, that's a challenge to our next SAA to actually have a committee, because SAA cannot be. Ideally, that's the SAA docket to welcome people as they're coming in. But now, because of the setup of our club, it is a hybrid. So he sits here to coordinate with the Toastmaster of the day. It becomes difficult for him to be at the door and also be next to the TMOD running the hybrid meeting. And therefore, this is where you as members plug in. You volunteer to become members of the committee for the different dockets that we have. It will make it easy for the EXCO members. Thank you for that. We are back.
Yeah.
I see December is smiling. I will repeat the comment by Veronica. On the professionally arranged room, there's a challenge because of its setup. Where we have the TV and the lights move around the room, and I will leave it to the next exco. But it is an area we have noted. It is a challenge that we honestly have because of the hybrid setup. We don't have those gadgets like we can. You know, if it was a permanent room for the Hill Toastmasters meeting, we can set it up in a way that it will not be moved. You see, we've even improved. We have a new TV. Yeah. But we shall continue improving to make sure things get better. Now there's no table, Veronica. You should be smiling. Only that now we have a better screen. We'll plan on how to make it even much better. And we'll come to you to sponsor us with a camera and a laptop. All right. I am hoping there's no other comment so that we move on to the next. Or do you have an online comment? Please, guys who are online, you're part of this meeting as much as the physical people here. So please contribute. Send in your chats. We want to see that you're part of us. And now I will move on to the next impression. Sorry, the next evaluation standard, which is membership orientation. And my IT skills, I think, are limited. I stop and then I go where? Yeah. No. back, I think. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. I will launch the next one, which is membership. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I found it. All right, guys, let's start voting. Veronica, time has 2 minutes. Let's start voting. We have 7 questions for membership orientation. Ensure that you vote for each of the questions, the 7 of them. Do we do formal induction, including presentation of membership pins and manuals? Do we assign mentors? Education programs and recognition system is discussed. Learning needs assessed, discussed. Accommodation for members with disabilities. Speaking roles assigned. Are members involved in all aspects of club activities? Ensure that you vote for the 7 of them. Honestly, candidly, and prepare your comments and your feedback. Time is up. Time is up. I will end the poll now. Thank you for voting. 15. It looks like people are rushing now. Last minute people, seconds, 10. Hurry up, hurry up. I see some are still loading. And we end the poll now. Okay, you can see the results there. Formal induction, including presentation of membership pins and manuals. We have a majority we usually meet this standard, but we had one vote that said we rarely meet this standard. I hope that this person will be brave enough to share their experience. I pray that you get that courage to tell us what it is that you're not doing well at. And then education programs and recognition system discussed. Here, looks like we have a bit of a problem. The votes are almost tying, 5-3. And then we have learning needs assessed with sometimes. And we also had one person said we rarely meet the standard. And then the fifth one discussed accommodation for members with disabilities. I think majority did. Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. We never Your feedback, please. Feedback on that first impression. Okay. I will move a bit fast if we don't have any feedback. Assignment of mentors. Here, we need to discuss this one. Education programs and recognition system discussed. Comments, please, especially members. Leah, how has your experience been? Do you have any comments around this? Great. Thank you for your feedback, Leah. Any other feedback? Anyone else willing to share the experience around any? You don't need to go one by one. Membership orientation. How were you oriented, Veronica? Are you satisfied with how you were oriented? Who else is a new? Terry, were you satisfied with the orientation that you received? I want to see the other members who are here. This will help us as we are getting new members every day. Where should we improve? So if you can give us feedback around the orientation and how we welcomed you, that would be really helpful. I can see Terry is online, is also a new member. Who else has gone through? Kistabel is in the room. How was the orientation process for you? Any comment around membership orientation? Feedback? Okay, you can also tell us where we are doing well. If you have, if you don't have any negative feedback. Okay, not
Yes,
negative.
Lillian, I have a comment.
Yes, yes, Terry, go ahead.
I really appreciate how we were inducted and introduced to the club. I remember we had an orientation meeting rather, with Christine, Lillian, can't remember the other person, but you took your time to take us through the club, rather the way Toastmasters acts or is done. Also, we were promptly assigned mentors by Christine. That is very commendable. My mentor, who is Lillian, has been very hands on with us. So, in terms of joining, orientation, and feeling welcomed in the club, on my end, that was excellently done.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your feedback, Terry. You don't have to keep the comments to yourself. Speak them up, impromptu speaking. And I feel like I want to ambush two of my favorite people and they're hiding. Tessa, how was your experience? Terry and Tessa.
Well, the welcoming bit, really nice. The welcome to the group, the response from people that stood our heads was very good. The assignment for the mentors was also okay, only that I changed mine.
But then you have the liberty to change, just like Tessa.
This is my third time coming here. The first time we escaped, now today we escaped. So that is my experience.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your. Let me just recap it for the people online. Tessa enjoyed how she was warmly welcomed, especially the WhatsApp group. People that don't tell people welcome. When was the last time you said welcome me? Do not ignore those messages. See, the way you are welcomed. Welcome to the hill where leaders are made. You felt nice. Also welcome others who are coming after. It's not just for the exco, all right? So that's a very good comment, so that you know that those messages we send are not just for the sake of sending. It's to make someone feel at home. And she also loved that the first time we are known for that. You can also sponsor the cake again. Do you have any other comment, or should we move on to the next? I can see their comments. Oh yes, on WhatsApp I was welcomed as well. Yes, Terry, thank you. Guys, we need you to welcome. So there are new members who joined over the weekend. If you didn't send a message, go and send right now and tell them welcome. All right, we'll move on to the third moment of truth, which is fellowship, variety, and communication. Here we get to know, of course, we've already started talking about that by how, no, this is for the guests, not members. Oh, sorry. Okay. I've asked people for comments, but they're not giving comments. Which one was that? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Veronica, for that. Okay. There is one area we are doing very badly, discussed accommodation for Mhm.
With ideal, if you can put something on disability so that you know how you can accommodate the person. Otherwise, just so once we get the information, then now we can move to how we can accommodate them.
Oh,
That's
fantastic. Oh, clearly. Yes, thank you. The feedback from Veronica is that as you are doing registrations for new members, we need to have a segment that indicates that requests for people to share information. I think I see that a lot in online forms. Do you have any form of disability? And then from there on, we can know who needs help and who does not need help. And she has volunteered to support with that. And that, Monica, you have a member, a committee member of the VPM, because that's your docket. That's the incoming vice president membership. And you will work perfectly well with Veronica. Do not forget to involve her. But that's how we recruit. All right, we are going to move on to do you have, I don't want to close any comments. Do you have any comments online? No comments? Okay, yes, Eric.
It's in regards to the point of accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
As you're getting that information, it's something to reflect. Our facilities will be protect someone who has a disability.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because here,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any
Okay.
access. So it might be that, yes, you're getting, but what are we also doing for the future? I think that should be the first step.
Okay. I think Veronica will guide us on that because there are many forms of disability. It doesn't have to be physical. And the fact that that's her work, whether that's what she deals with on a daily basis, she will be able to guide in terms of location to be discussed. Thank you, Eric. Eric was commenting on our location. So as we are asking for the information about persons with disability, we should also be thinking futuristically, if that's an English word, forward thinking on how we can accommodate members in future who may have disability, physical disability for that matter. There was another comment? Okay. Thank you. All right. Allow me to launch the next poll, which is fellowship, variety, and there you go. We start timing now. We have 6 questions for fellowship, variety, and communication. Do we greet guests warmly? Do we make them feel at home? Are our meetings enjoyable? Do we have regular social events? Members participate in area, district, and international events? Do we have inter-club events? And do we have a newsletter, a website? Eric was to work on this when he was a new member and then he just disappeared. So as you rate us, remember this is on Eric. You still have it on. Okay, we will hold you accountable as now that you're back. Keep voting, guys. The 6th question. I will insist. Remember to be honest, to be candid. Don't just vote to impress us. And also be courageous enough to share your feedback with us. It's not just us, it's for the sake of our club, so that the hill continues to be a better place for all of us and for our future. We don't want it to end with us. We hope that our children can join the hill. Tell me when the time is up. This one was an easy one for you guys. You're voting, voting, voting. Well done. Hey, almost everyone is voting for fellowship. You see, you love fellowship and fellowship. I hope the votes are kind to us, but clearly. Time is up. I am giving an additional 10 seconds. My timer is showing me just to see whether we'll have one more. Yes, we've gotten one more. Do we have one last one? Then we close. I want to close now in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's see how we are doing. Guests are greeted warmly and made welcome. We rarely meet this standard. Well, we sometimes meet this standard. We will need to discuss this one because we are below 50%. And then enjoyable and educational meetings planned. We usually meet the standard. It's at 50%, so that's good. Regularly scheduled social events. I'm even surprised someone said we usually meet the standard. Encouraged. Needs to be discussed. And then we have club newsletter website. We never, yeah, I agree. We never meet the standard. We have never. So let's discuss, guys. Discuss.
Lillian, I'll make a contribution.
Yes, go ahead. Who's that?
Terry.
Is that Terry?
Guests,
Oh, yes, Terry, go
guests
ahead.
greeted warmly and made welcome. The first day I attended the Hills meeting, I was stranded. I didn't know where to sit and I wasn't assisted. I've had to find my way somewhere. I sat, I think, at the president's desk, president or vice president, and then along the way I changed. Then during the meeting, when I was asking the person next to me, I think I was asking her something related to the meeting, since she also did not have an idea. So I think that is something that you need to work on, especially just saying hi to someone to welcome the people coming in and at least direct them where to sit. That's the bare minimum.
Terry, we lost you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I don't know whether it's on my side or your end. I was saying members can at least be greeted and showed where to sit if that's the bare minimum to be met. Yeah.
For sure. Thank you for that very candid feedback that you've given us. We really need to do better. I can imagine sitting through a meeting, people are snapping their fingers, people are clapping, and you're wondering why are people clapping, and no one has an idea what's going on. Thank you for that.
Everyone has a different experience. I would not like to think that that happens quite a lot.
Mhm.
But I would also say sometimes it matters what time one person might walk in. So if someone is a guest and they walk in when the meeting has started, and majority of the people in here are members that they know you shouldn't be walking around. Obviously, they're all going to be stuck in the car. Do I walk around? Do I go help them? So maybe consider having flyers, a standard flyer, right? Not too complicated. Someone, probably on the top of that flyer, it just writes, "Are you a guest?" are you visiting us for the first time? And someone picks it up as they walk in. So as they settle down, and maybe if they pick it up, the person sitting there knows this is a guest, right? They walk them in and tell them, sit. But as they sit down, they get information about the club, Toastmasters, and everything. As mellow into the groove of the meeting. A specific person or everyone to think that, hey, let me go welcome this guest. Because sometimes the guest might walk in later, that's not the concern. So maybe like an info pack or so, just well designed, logo, all branded Toastmasters. And all.
How fantastic that that is coming from the VPPR. Are you guys excited? Oh, yeah. Very, very, very. Oh, let me repeat this for those who are online. So our incoming Vice President Public Relations has suggested that we should have an info pack for the guests as they come in to tell them about the Hill, about Toastmasters, so that they don't feel as lost as as Terry felt. And then we will ensure that you have somebody seated at the door at all times. And therefore, if you're not in Excolea, this is your time to volunteer to be in a SAA's committee as we mellow in to the groove of the meeting. Did you learn something there? Thank you, Arnold. We look forward to that starter pack now that you're the incoming. Should that be your it's called the first 100 days. First 100 days. So yours will not make it 100 days. We'll make it the first 50 days. No pressure. Starter pack. And now make sure that you drag Eric into your team so that he also works on the newsletter and website. He had started and then he went home with it. He went for a break. Now he's back and we have to have him back. Thank you so much, Terry, for that feedback. It's very, very important. As Arnold has shared, it probably depends with the time that someone is walking in, but that does not negate the fact that some people have had a negative experience on their first meeting during the first visit. Comment. Yes, Eric.
In terms of meeting,
Mm-hmm.
you also need to be out there. I've also been a victim when I'm doing my presentation.
Mm-hmm.
I only focus on
The physical.
And also not engage them.
Online.
Even when I was a Toastmaster of the day, that's how I go hand on foot.
Okay.
We can also engage the online audience.
Yeah, that's something that we really need to work on, how to engage the online audience to make sure that they also feel part of the meeting and that we just don't focus on I don't know how to do it. I don't know what I've done. Anyway, so that we don't just focus on the physical. It is almost natural that when I'm speaking, you're looking at me. Christine is looking at me. So I will just find myself focusing on the person I can see and I forget to look at Beth Wawero. It's just the name. There's no face. You see now, I constantly look at Mag. Even when I'm moving the whatever screen around, I'm making sure that I don't hide Maggie's face because I am looking at her. So it is also a challenge for us when we join online. Is it possible to put on our video so that we see who am I talking to? Not just a name. Terry has her hand up. Yes, Terry, go ahead.
Yes, to add on, this is the first time I've attended an online meeting, and I've also had the challenge with others. We sometimes struggle to hear the physical members. For instance, Eric has been speaking a couple of times, and I can hardly tell in some cases what was his contribution. So not unless the person moderating repeats what someone has said, if they don't, that means we let it slide for the online audience.
Yeah. We are struggling a bit to hear you. It keeps breaking, but I think I have understood that there are discussion going on in the room, but the online audience are not able to hear what's going on. But in a normal meeting, we encourage encourage someone who is speaking to come to the today. We can't just have everybody coming here because of time, but in our usual meeting with
Hi guys. Maggie, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, sorry, they're trying to reconnect. So what I was talking about was, if we want to improve the quality of our hybrid meeting, we have to realize that we need to invest in it. It will come at a cost. And as the members of the club, we either decide to go that way or stick with what we have. But then, yeah, it's something we really need to take seriously, I think, this time. And have it as a special budget, yeah? Special budget item. Let's get the costing from our SAA, have it when you're discussing the budget for the coming year. I think we have it in the month of July. We can have a discussion around that and see how we can fundraise for that particular project. It's a one-off thing, and let's get done with that and get a high quality meeting, hybrid meeting going forward. So yeah, as members, think of, okay, introspect about that. All right, back to you, President Lydian. So you can have this.
Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
thank you, SAA. We can remove this individual participants. It's okay. Thank you, Jackson, for that detailed comment. We have comments around. There's an area I said we need to discuss regularly scheduled social events.
Actually, I had a comment on that. Sorry. Oh.
That's okay.
I can mute myself. I don't know.
Okay, so
Thank you, Jackson, for that. Could we have a discussion around the socials? Why are people not attending the socials? We have one coming up this month. I hope you're planning to attend. And if you're not planning to attend, why? It is on a Friday. We moved it from Saturday. I think we noticed Saturdays have a challenge. Now it's Friday evening after work.
Which one?
It's on the 27th. We are going to share the poster on the 27th of June. But can we have before that, because that one is coming up, people who've seen other socials and they've never attended, what could be the challenge? Why are people not attending social events? And not just for the Hill, because there've even been Division B conferences, area. Beth, can you hear me now? Beth, confirm you can hear me. Okay, good. All right, thanks. So I'm just taking it back. The social events are not just at the Hill only. We've had division social events, we have district social events, but people don't show up. Why? Can we have that discussion? Anyone who is willing to share their experience? We are not judging. Remember the objective of the MOT. Yes, Arnold.
So I'm going out on a limb and assuming majority of the club members are professionals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to consider, and we have people's emails, do we want to consider blocking out people's calendars to an email of choice? So I mean, I'll say if you block my Gmail or my work, it doesn't matter. But maybe if someone sees it in the calendar, might help. The other element would be the day of the week, but perhaps we will see with the Friday one. I feel like Friday is easier because we don't know where people are. Like on Saturday, someone has already landed in their village, in their home, whatever. Bringing them back to whatever location might be tough. But Friday after work feels like a Toastmasters. So maybe we can pilot with that and see if it will work better. But also putting it in people's calendars rather than a WhatsApp group poster that it could be swallowed up by other things.
Okay. Aren't you all proud that you voted him as your VPPR?
I wasn't
He has the best of ideas. Before Veronica comes in, I just want to recap so that I don't forget what Arnold is suggesting. He's suggesting that we get people's emails and that we block our calendars whenever we have these social events so that there's always a constant reminder. And apart from that, as we work on that, could you also pull out your calendar and mark it yourself? Yes, take that responsibility as we figure out, as we welcome Arnold to be VPPR. Can we start by also taking the responsibility of marking our calendars and actually honoring the invitation to come for the social event? Veronica has a comment. And I am coming to the online audience. I will pick you by force.
Mine was just to ask, like, from your previous experience, like what kind of events have so maybe what happened dinner, people don't want to do as a social event, maybe they want something else. What did you ever organize and it was being successful? Maybe you can give something like that.
We've had several social events. The first one since I joined was we went for field activities. It was somewhat well attended. Team building. It was meant to be a team building in a field and whatever. We had a good number, but not the best. We could have done better. And then last year in May, we had a Friday night hangout for dance and games, which had the best turnout ever. We had over 70 people showing up, even from other clubs. And then we planned another social event for visiting children's home so that it's like a social, what do you call it? CSR. That one was the worst. That's the one Monica was heading, and only 3 people showed up. People contributed, but like we're not willing to go. I don't know whether it was on a Saturday or because of the choice of event, because we never got feedback. And also at the area level, we had a dinner that was also well attended. So we can see a dinner and those easy events are the ones people want. They don't want the serious one. I feel like more of Friday, because those two, the dinner and the Friday hangout it was on Friday. These other two were on Saturdays. Looks like people have a lot going on Saturday. So we are riding on the success of last year's event in May to see whether this other one will also be as successful. And you're welcome to invite your friends and family. It's not just for Toastmasters. This is where now we market the hill. Okay, I've gone into other agendas. Now I want to pick someone who is online to tell us to give us their feedback on fellowship and variety. Time is really not on our side, and I want to pick on who has not spoken. Selfa, you don't really need to talk on the social events. Can be any other feedback around fellowship variety and communication. How is our communication? Selfa, can you hear me? We are riding on your theme. Pause and reflect. It is your time to pause and reflect, introspect. Go ahead.
Okay, yes. Yeah. Okay. When it comes to communication, generally, I can say that we are doing well. It's just that maybe we are not taking it so seriously, because when you come to it, whenever a message is being passed, it's not that it is not passed, it is, but now the reactions are not coming outwardly right. Okay. For instance, even when it comes to the meeting minutes, they're being shared, but when we get to the meeting, I know I am also a victim of this, honestly. But when it gets to the meeting and we're asking for people who even found time to read the meeting minutes and whatsoever, none of us, or perhaps two or three, have done it. So on communication, I could say we are really doing well. That is one-sided. From the person who is communicating, they normally do it at a good time and well. But now from the other side, we need to pull up our success kindly, and so that we can all make it a two-sided thing and not on one side.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Selfa. We are really, really behind time. We've only covered 3 standards, and we have an induction, and we have a lot. We need to move fast. Yes?
I have a comment.
Yes.
I think it's about communication.
Mm-hmm.
The first day I came, I didn't know what to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered. And then another thing, interpreting messages on WhatsApp. For me, I'm not sure if everyone else feels the same, but for me, it's a bit hard because of the, like today, after MOT, that's around 7:40. So I don't know what MOT is.
Maybe you missed the previous. Yeah. Okay.
It becomes very hard to see past.
Okay. All right. I feel like I want to challenge you, Terry. Because there's even a poster that is saying moments of truth and a lot of information in the members group. Even DT Maggie gave a proper explanation of moments of truth, like a lot of, but then again, I would understand. We send a lot of information. So the same challenge that Selfa is talking about, we give you lots of communication. Is you, how are you digesting, or do you just scan through and like, this does not concern me? Because you've been, Ditemagi shared the MOT breakdown very well in the members group. Was it today or yesterday? Members group. There's one main group, that's the members group. The others are just to help us. The orientation group, you can exit after today, you don't need to be in it. The one group that you should always read communication from is the members, the Hill Toastmasters members. That's the main one. Yes.
Sorry, maybe in regards to that, the groups, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to limit it to our own club issues and the members group? Case in point where we have meetings from other clubs. Because sometimes, in a day,
But we don't post meetings from other clubs in the members group.
Sometimes.
No, we only share roles that are open in other clubs, because we don't have any other place that you guys, and that has helped some members. They jump on it and reach out to other clubs too.
Okay. What I'm saying is sometimes you can have, like today, you might have your own meeting, you're discussing about your meetings, and then in the meeting you have 3 other things about other clubs thrown in there. It's a challenge. I won't lie. You'll open and you scroll, and those items from other clubs tend to be quite long. You get lost in it, and you're like, nah.
No, Jackson, I just want clarity in the members group. In the members group, the only messages we share from other clubs are for open roles in other clubs, and they're not as long. You see, can I finish? Yes, and then in the friends of the Hill is where now we share meeting posters for other clubs. The only time we've shared posters in the members group is for the area events and division events, which concern members, because those are our events. I don't know. Okay, anyway.
I will still go for a point because I think sometimes we do get so many things about other clubs, and it's a bit. You open and see, scroll so much, and you might even miss some, in between some messages. You have your club, you have something else. Well, I'm just talking about
it's okay.
what we post in the members club.
How many other feel the same? Yes.
Can I add on to that?
Yes.
Because even given the fact that maybe, as you're saying, in the members group, you're only posting limited, rather, things that relate to this club. However, there are also these other groups. So when at one point you have very many groups, a lot of information, maybe you can get lost there.
Also, in addition to that, the thing was the TMOD. Some people post their names on this group, others are posting on this group. So by the time you get to go down the road of this place, some are posting with their role takers, already highlighted the roster, others are putting it here. So
okay. The reason why we have the role takers group and members group is strictly for the members of the Hill. The role takers group has even visiting Toastmasters, because you remember the roles are not just the Hill Toastmasters member. So the point of having the role takers group is so that we bring them on board for communication. How will you, as TMOD, will you be reaching out to the different Toastmasters from other clubs that are in your, I don't know. I completely agree. We have so many groups. It can be confusing. But if there's one group you should never ever miss communication from, is the members group. Probably we can think of creating a community and have these groups there. And also when the groups are, what's the word? The English guru. Like for orientation, we have 16 members still there. You've already been inducted. Why are you still in the group? You can exit, right? So some are not, they're just to help us to coordinate, especially from the EXCO point of view. This is why I'm trying to defend them. It can be hectic for the EXCO guys. It is very hectic to coordinate all these things. And we are not trying to excuse ourselves. I don't know. Christine, I don't know. We need the orientation group because we can't be discussing orientation in the main group. Guys, you say this is too much information for us. We can't bring on board other Toastmasters from other clubs in the members group because it's just for the members only. We can't be posting meeting posters for other club in the members group. That's why we need Friends of the Hill. Maybe VPPR will come with a better agenda or better way of doing it, VPPR, right? Okay. We have added 3 things in your pillar number 3. And the reason now, can you see how we are scoring on the inter-club events encouraged? How do we encourage you to visit other clubs if you're not sharing the roles? How do we encourage you to visit other clubs? You don't share the posters. This is where you share your candid feedback. How do we do it? Claire, how will you visit WFP or Zumaridi in our area?
Personally, I feel that the groups are, I think they're okay as they are. I don't have confusion, and I can also mute others that I don't consider as relevant in that particular time. If I'm not taking any role, I may not look at the messages from because if I know my schedule is busy, I may not visit the friends of Toastmasters and just concentrate on the members club. I personally don't find it confusing for myself. get what to look at whatever time it is. A personal coordination, but I guess that's the mistake. But while you're on me in terms of feedback, sorry to digress. In terms of enjoyable educational meetings planned, I think I've found so far for the time I've been at the Hill, it's been I found it super nice and super informative and just keeping them in tools on being the best and doing the best every other day. I have a friend who's been willing to join Coca. Most times I come with her here together with my sister. And I usually tell her one of the things that she's quite shy, very shy in terms of speaking to people. But one thing I tell her, I believe she's not ready yet to work in that aspect of her about herself. One reason that she could probably join is just being on your toes in terms of different aspects of your life, personal and also work life. The balance and just keeping improving yourself and working on yourself. I think that's one benefit that is quite understood that Toastmasters brings to the table. And I think that has been very well done.
Thank you for that feedback, Leah. I don't know that discussion. Yes, we need to end it. We need to end that discussion. But we have had you, Jackson. We will review. We have had you on the mini groups. But then the role takers group. It's not a must you stay there if you don't have a role. You can exit. You'll be added in the next meeting. Yes, the one group you need to be in is the members group. Exit the orientation. Exit them if you don't need them, but don't exit the members. Ensure you read the messages in the members group. Closing that, I want to ambush our incoming president to come and handle the MOT for program planning and meeting organization. Thank you, Christine. And then Jackson will handle the last two. Welcome. Let's welcome Christine. That's how we welcome her to presidency. Welcome, Christine. Keep encouraging her. She was not expecting that. In Toastmasters, we stay ready. I've done the part for you. I've launched the planning. She's done, and then I'll continue.
My hand was up.
Yes.
My suggestion is because we're saying we want quality standard feedback. I think with the time that is remaining and the things that are ahead, some of us are going very far. So I don't know, just a suggestion, my own opinion. We can move the three questions to the next meeting so that we get quality feedback. Otherwise, we'll just discuss for 20 minutes and we'll just
The challenge with us is that this needs to be done within this year. And our year ends end of this meeting. And then the next meeting we have the installation of new officers. Like these two so much. If you just allow an extra 15 minutes, I don't know. And also, yes.
And just for the benefit, I don't think we all have to speak sometimes. Maybe also let's try and you can even chat also.
You can even write your feedback down, by the way. Then you can write your feedback and then we compile them. You don't need to write your name.
And I think the meeting is being recorded, so you can actually chat on the chat room.
If you need a paper, guys, by the way, if you're not able to voice your feedback, you can also write it down and give it to me. You can use the papers we gave you.
Right. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. It's now 7:59. Timer for the remaining three segments. As you have highlighted, I recommend we actively time the sessions. And I recommend that we engage a lot through chat. The meeting is being recorded, so the executive committee will have a chance to review whatever information and feedback you give the club through that platform. By no means am I shutting anyone's views away, but in the interest of time, I know we also have certain club standards that we need to maintain. So we'll try and move through the next sessions swiftly. So that being said, we have the next category of program planning and meeting organization. We have 6 questions. So we can go ahead and answer. I see so far we have 5 out of 20 responses received. Is the program and agenda publicized in advance? Do members know program responsibilities and are prepared to carry out all assignments? All projects are manual projects. Meetings begin and end on time. Do we have creative table topics and activities? And do we have positive and helpful evaluations? I see we have received 7 out of 20 responses so far. So I want to give us at least 2 more minutes as we respond to this. Think about all the various meetings that we have had and how you'll be able to plug into this. Around 9 out of 20. $11, 12 out of 20 now. Let's keep them coming. When we get to 18, we can close. Okay, 15, we can close. Anyone physically who's not responded yet? Online audience? We seem stuck at 13. Oh, Apollo, I haven't responded. Yeah, so okay. So we are 13 out of 20 responses. I believe we can use this to be able to proceed. Do we have any burning questions, as I'll just run through the overview? So on program and agenda publicized in advance, we are at majority being 38%, saying we usually meet the standard. But we also have a total of 23 plus 15. That's another 38 below that mark. So this is an area that may need improvement. Members know program responsibilities and are prepared to carry out all assignments. We have majority at usually meets the standard. But we also have 31% who says we sometimes meet the standard. All projects are manual projects. 50% as we usually meet the standard. Meetings begin and end on time. I see this is very heavy at the bottom. Definitely an area of improvement if today's meeting is anything to go by. Creative table topics and activities. We usually meet the standard at 54%, but definitely we need a lot of improvement because we have 46% that is at sometimes and rarely combined. Lastly, we have positive and helpful evaluations, 69% that we always meet the standard. Allow me to take 2 burning comments, one from the physical audience and one from the online audience. And I shall begin with the online audience. Any quick questions in relation to program planning and meeting organizations, cutting across either of the 6 areas of focus? Yes, DT Maggie?
My comment is on the meeting agenda. I would recommend that the VPE and the Toastmaster of the day work with the draft that they can share with us, then continue updating the same instead of waiting for the final copy to share with us. That way members are able to engage with it well before the meeting. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much for that. I believe we'll take that in and see how to improve on that area. Any comment from the physical audience? A quick one, yes, Jackson.
Sorry. So on the second item, that's members knowing the responsibilities and prepare to carry out all assignments. I think I always mention this about our drivers. Yeah, the attendance is quite low. So you have our VP there, and then 2 or 3 guys. And that day you sit even a speakerphone, so you wonder where the rest of the guys. So, and then we have the meeting running, and some people sit but not know what they're doing.
Yes.
So just an encouragement to all of us to always ensure, just try logging. It usually takes like 15 minutes. It's good to just know what you're supposed to do, especially if it's your first time being the role. And sometimes it's not about you knowing, sometimes you will also help others. Yeah, it's really not about the VP giving instructions, it's more of a discussion of the challenges you have. Yeah, so I really encourage guys on Mondays before the meeting, 15 to 30 minutes. You don't have to be sat somewhere quiet, even in your car, even listen. It's really important. Actually, the culture of Toastmasters was that we had a lot of guys attending those, breakfast. You might not even have a role, but you want to learn more about the roles for the future, especially the new members. It's good to just attend the breakfast. They only take 30 minutes.
Great. Thank you for those insights. For the online audience, IPP Jackson was emphasizing on the importance of members attending the dry runs. Even if you're not participating or taking up a role, you could come in, one, to learn from the people who are there in the engagements, or two, you can come and be a mentor to those who are taking on the roles for the first time. So through that forum, new members are able to engage and ask all the questions they need to better understand the various roles. So with that, we can end program planning unless we have any burning feedback. Any burning feedback? No. All other platforms are open to engage. You can reach out to the EXCO members or anyone you're comfortable with within the EXCO so that we can be able to incorporate feedback. Next is on membership strength. I invite IPP Jackson. I'll invite IPP Jackson to take us through this session and the achievement recognition session. Then we can close.
All right, thank you. Oh, okay. Really? Okay, so yeah, let's take 2 minutes to vote on the polls. I think they're there. We have the 6 areas you're supposed to look at. Sorry? Okay. I think they're launched. It's just this one, which is not. Need to. Oh, it's disappeared. Okay.
We have it on the screen. We are working on it.
Oh, okay. I think it's the one displaying here. That's a problem. Just continue. I want to stop it. Okay. So, okay. So we have a minute more, please. Let's vote. We only have 2 guys voting here. So yeah, we have our club has 20 or more members. I'm actually already seeing the results. I'm wondering if you have ever been lower than 20. So, but yeah. And then members are retained. That's the members who've been there. Promotion of the club in the community. Think about it. Social media, when you're asked to share on your status, things like that. Yeah, we don't have to do billboards. So we use our resources there. And then you have our club programs are varied and exciting. Toastmasters sponsoring new members. Recognized. And then we have regular membership building programs.
Okay. So we have 13 out of 19. Maybe one more. Okay, we don't seem to be moving, so we'll just stop there. Great. So we'll start with the first one. We are, I think 92% of us say that you always meet this standard. Just curious, the person who said we sometimes. I would like to hear the reason for that.
Maybe the reason was members.
Yeah. Oh, members in the room. Okay. No, this is generally the club membership. Just curious. Who voted? It's anonymous, but just. All right. I'll skip that because I don't think the current ESCO has actually worked hard, even the members bringing on your guests. So our membership has always been above that. So I'll skip it. Let's go to the next one. Members are retained. So we have 58%, actually around 66% think that we either always or usually, and then we have a number of us who think that this is sometimes we meet the standard. Any comments on that? Comments? The physical room? Any comments? Yes, President Lillian.
I feel that we are really struggling to retain members. We are very good at recruiting, but the members are not there. We have a few years that I think we need to have conversation with those that do not feel like renew. They just come one time.
Yeah.
Well, I was not trying to say one time.
One
time it is,
yeah.
and they just leave.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have any feedback on what we can do better to retain you as a member and not for you to leave, really appreciate.
Right. Yeah, so for the online audience, President Lillian says that yes, it's been a challenge retaining members. We recruit a lot, but then we are having a challenge keeping some of our members. Yeah, you can see that during the renewals. Yeah, we're getting a lot of the new members. So yeah, we need to have a conversation about why guys are not staying, and maybe you can introduce. And how many of us do exit interviews when they're leaving their jobs? Perhaps we need to start thinking about that. Yeah, when someone doesn't renew, it's good to just document why they're not renewing. There could be various reasons. Yeah, so that we get to see if there's a majority of us leaving because maybe our mentorship is not working for them. We need to know that so that we improve. Yeah. All right. Those guys online, any comments on that? Okay. I will skip to the next one. And please, if you have any feedback that you might not get an opportunity to give, please chat it. Just have it in the chat. We'll take note of it. Yeah. So that you know what will come. The output of this is that next month the new EXCO will come up with a club success plan. It's part of the process of starting the new year. So the feedback you give here will inform how the new EXCO will work on the club success plan. So the areas where we feel that you're weak and we need improvement, they will look at those areas and come up with plans to address those issues. So this is not just for this process only. These are club success plans supposed to be put in place for President Christine and her team. So we have the third item, that is promotion of the club in the community or within its organization. Okay, so this looks like it's a 50-50. So we might be doing it, we might not be doing it. Any comments on this? Any comments? Any feedback on how we can improve? Because yes, definitely we have guys thinking that we don't meet it sometimes. Any comments on how we can? I hope you're not being pressed by the time guys don't want to speak. All right. Mutenda?
Maybe I'd say consistency in the efforts that we make.
All right.
I know we have probably on the other channels that we use, Instagram and so on, we are not very consistent.
Okay.
That is on some of us, of course, that's my role. There's consistency, I think, is what's important.
Great. I think that is a word from outgoing VPR to the incoming. We need to be a bit consistent in terms of how we use our social media platforms. And again, to members, some of us are not very good in posting stuff. We are encouraged. Share the posters, but then let's have the posters come out early. I think today's poster came today, so yeah, let's have those posters sent early so that we can have them circulated by our members. Share with your friends and stuff like that. Yeah. The fourth item: club programs are varied and exciting. Online members, please feel free to unmute yourself and just speak on cue. Yeah? Club programs are exciting, varied and exciting. We have most of us saying that we usually or always, but then we have a few of us who say sometimes this is not, sometimes this is met, so it means sometimes it's not. Any comments on this? We are wrapping up, don't worry. Any comments? Okay, we'll skip to the next. Chat if you feel you have something to say also. Wow, okay. Toastmasters sponsoring new members are recognized. Most of us actually voted 3 and below. We need a comment on this. Yes, President Lillian.
The few sponsorships that we've had,
yeah,
the sponsors request not to be
the request for anonymity. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We just prefer to announce that there's been a sponsorship,
yeah,
but not mentioning their name.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So,
And
President.
people may not hear it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you can sponsor a new member. Let's say you want to pay for a guest. A guest has been coming, but they're not able to meet the membership fee, and they really want to join. You can sponsor a member. It doesn't have to be full, whatever. And you don't even need to wait for a guest. You can talk to the VPM or the treasurer and say, I am giving 3,000 bob to whoever may be eligible to sponsor them to join Toastmasters.
Okay.
So we've had a few of us sponsor new members.
Okay. So I think it's understood. So ideally, as President Leland is mentioning, this is to do with the membership. No, I think you're not financially at all the same level. So sometimes someone feels like, yes, I can pay for 1 or 2 guys, partially pay for them. But then, yes, I was president, and I know guys don't like their names being mentioned. Yeah, I think that. Yeah. So. Yeah. So it's really, yeah, it's. I will say this. Most of us might have voted for this, thinking that we don't announce we don't recognize, but it's actually because they want anonymity. So it's really nothing you can do about that. But that being said, you're encouraged to sponsor a member. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a specific member, it can be general, or if there's someone specific, maybe a friend you want to bring on board and you feel you can sponsor them, we are happy to accept that. Okay. Last one is the regular membership building programs. Wow, most of us voted. Okay. Any comments on this? Any comments? Why we feel we don't do them that much? Okay. I knew that was coming. So we have Veronica asking what are these? So, I think most of us see our VPM, our president, posting things like what do you call it? The building, this one's from the group where we earn $50 and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. For instance, that DTM mag is docket club growth. So they're pushing for clubs to renew more members.
Yeah.
So whenever we renew members within the specified time, we win some amount of money from the district. The Hill has always won. Having the 20 members renew within, I think, the first month of renewals, the 2020 challenge. So there's always some challenges from the district, and we post them in the group. That helps to build the membership of the club.
Okay, so I think, yeah.
And now we have another 50 years.
I think, as President Lillian has explained, most of the ones which are more, they come more from the district. You know, those ones, I'm trying to get they have terms actually. So they usually run quite well. And I think we've won a number of, a lot of, some money from it. Some of this cake is sponsored by that. Have we done some from, our own ideas? Things like encouraging your employees to come, sort of coming up with our own programs to encourage guys, or posters which we push out. Maybe we need to start thinking that line. Yeah. Oh, I'm pointing at the wrong person. maybe we need to look at things where we generate them from. Yeah, from the club. We don't have to rely always on what is pushed from the district, just to see how we can recruit. But again, the constant program we have is that bring your friend. Yeah, bring your friend. Actually, most of us here joined because we were brought by someone. So it shows you it's effective, and it's a long-running thing. It's always running. So you're encouraged, bring your friend, bring your colleague, bring your family member who you feel that has a challenge. And that goes back to, do you publicize our posters enough? Yeah. Okay. And I think we're done with that. Please feel free to add any comments. We'll move on to the next one, which is the 6th area, which is achievement. I think let's launch the poll. Okay, let me try to do it here. Great. Let's take 2 minutes. Take care. Okay, so we have the 6 areas, the award applications. We award applications immediately. They're submitted to World Headquarters. We have progress charts displayed and maintained. And if you have a question with regards to what some of these things are, you can ask. Yeah, you can ask. So you have member achievements formally recognized in the ceremony, both during the meetings or maybe in outside the club competitions. Do we like recognize our members when they achieve something? Are our club, districts, and international leaders recognized? I think you saw, like today, President Lillian recognizing our area director, our sponsor, founder member, DTM Maggie, always being recognized. Do we do that oftenly? Yeah. And then club and member achievements publicized. That done. And then I feel Tessa when I see something written DCP. I'm sure she's wondering what that is. Yeah. So that is a distinguished club. Is it distinguished club program?
Program.
So yes. So it's used for planning and recognition. Yeah. So is it used? Yeah, you'll see a number of acronyms. Maybe it's because some of these things are quite long. Yeah. Okay, so I think our time is up for voting. We only have 9 people. Let's take 30 seconds to vote, please. Okay, we don't seem to be moving from the 9 people who voted, so we'll end it there. Just display the polls. So for the first one, we won't get much into it. I think we got, 100% was over 4. Move to the next one. This one looks like it's quite heavy at the bottom. Progress charts displayed and maintained. How many of us know what progress charts are? How many of us in the room? How many of us know this? Progress charts. You can see VPM. online, anyone knows what the progress chart is? So we definitely do not have the progress chart displayed if we don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so probably that is an area we need to work on. Ideally, this is what it just basically shows how we are going, progressing in our education program. Yeah, so we are supposed to share this regularly. It can either be on the chat, it can be during meetings, just a small session showing how members are progressing. It's really important because it also, it challenges people to try and also keep up with other guys and also just look at their own progression as things go. Any comments on this? I know you're running short of time, so guys want to leave. We're not running, you have to run short of time. I'll go to the third one. Member achievements formally recognized with ceremony. I think this is during the speeches of how well you've done. If you've, again, participated in any competitions, do we come here and announce and celebrate you?
So
I think
may I just say something on the progress chart? Sorry for
yes,
taking
please.
you back.
All right, no problem.
Just shortly.
Sorry,
Yes,
who's speaking? Oh, Christine.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Christine.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Please proceed.
Thank you for the good job. I think on the progress chart, we should infuse it, and this is for the sake of the incoming exco. During our business session of the meeting, you should always display the progress chart. You have it in your accounts. If you go to Central, Leadership Central, you can be able to get it, whereby it displays who has finished what path, and that is very important because it can be able to help you, or rather help the members to update their TMI profiles promptly. So every time they do a speech, they update. You can always be able to display it. So that is what I wanted to say, of course, including the DCP goals.
Yeah.
So you can always display that during the business session. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Christine. Yeah, so I think that's well noted. Something we need to infuse in our meetings, have it regularly. If we feel like it might cut short our time, even doing it once a month in one meeting and skipping one, but at least so that we are able to know where we are. Okay, so members are achievements. We have some saying we sometimes meet this standard. Any comment on why we feel we might not be meeting it at times? Yeah. Maybe just to throw it back to people, to the exco, perhaps just, I know we give we recognize guys on the stage and stuff like that, but we used to have this, certificates or something, or I don't know, for some poster or something, just showing, recognizing people's achievements. Yeah, it might be good to just have the same sort of culture. When we post the meeting, you can post a poster, well, so the guys who achieved that or something like that. Yeah, so it's really important. I keep looking at Budenda, I should be looking at Arnold. Okay. Fourth one, the club, district, and international leaders are recognized. I think we've done quite well with that. I'll skip it in the interest of time. Club and member achievement publicized. Yeah, I think goes back, ties into what we were speaking about before. So let's take that into consideration. And finally, the DCP is used for planning and recognition. Okay. So I'll assume the guys who voted, we sometimes meet these standards. Standard didn't know what DCP is, but yes, it's definitely a tool that is used by every exco. I think we did that this year, beginning of the year. Maybe what we need to do is just share, when you do the DCP, the club success plan, perhaps we can share it with the rest of the members so that they know what we're using, and also the DCP goals, just shared with the members frequently so that they see the progress, so that they know what you're talking about. Yeah, we might have failed there because I think we might have used it more as the exco without members knowing what was being achieved. That's it. Any comments? Feedback? Feel free to just chat. We might not discuss so much because of the time. And I think with that, I will hand it back to our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Okay. A very interesting mirror moment we just had there for us as a club. And of course, a lot of feedback that we'll take on board, especially it's a challenge for those taking the lead. We also have to work hard to maintain what has already been done. So thank you very much for those comments. Earlier on, we temporarily disturbed Toastmaster Arnold as he was coming to give his general evaluator role. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, point of order.
Yes.
We are requesting to postpone the
Induction.
not induction. The evaluation.
Evaluation.
Evaluation, and this is my suggestion that the tag team, the GE, the timer, the accountant, the grammarian will take on these roles in the next meeting as they are. So that we can quickly finish on the induction and close.
We're still going to do the induction.
Yes, I will make it very brief.
All right.
Yes.
For those online, the decision is that we postpone the general evaluator role. We will kindly ask, the timer is protesting, but we will kindly ask. We have cake. Apologies. We'll make up with the cake and we'll make sure you get home safe. Okay. So we will ask them to do the general evaluator role next time. In the interest of time as well, I will give one comment, and that is that let us take time to take those mirror moments that we need for us to be able to evaluate where we are, and like a compass, use it to be able to see where we are going and see what we can change in the goals that we have set for ourselves. With that being said, thank you very much for your participation, much appreciated, and for also the audience on the online, on Zoom, for giving your comments very well. We appreciate that. For now, let's hand over back to the president for the induction ceremony.
Thank you so much. Let's do a better job. Monica. Well done, Mudenda. Thank you. Oh, thank you for bringing the gavel back. It's very important. We really apologize for the time we have taken. I think from this lesson is to the incoming exco, MOT needs to just be alone by itself. No more things in between. We would, yeah, it's not recommended. MOT, one meeting. It can even be online on those special days. Yes, thank you, Mudenda, for being TMOD. I petition that you also become a TMOD another time. We really want to hear those nuggets of wisdom. All right, because of time, I want to move into the new members induction. We've had how many members join us in the last 9? We've had 9 members join us in the last 2-3 months. Others joined before, but they missed the other induction that was there. Therefore, we are having them to join this induction. And what does induction mean for our guests? This is to officially welcome the new members to the Hill Toastmasters Club in the Toastmasters way. I want to invite them to join me here. I won't give them the opportunity to talk. Those who are here physically, Christabel Kendi, because we have Tabitha Kendi. And Tessa, Terry is online. Who else is online? We have Njoroge is online. Fantastic, is a new member. Collins is here. Oh, we didn't know. Oh my God, Catherine is. It's so good to see you guys. You know, sometimes we just welcome people and we don't know their faces, and I've just been calling them guests here. My sincere apologies. You paid a lot of dollars to just be called a guest. I don't know. Is Lenjo a new member? So online we have 2 members, Njoroge and Terry. Could you please put on your videos? We want to spotlight you so that we can quickly. Yes. Lenjo is also a new member. Yes. Beatrice. That's Beatrice Lenjo. Yes. So Beatrice, Terry, and Njoroge, kindly put on your videos, and I would request our SAA to spotlight them so that we can quickly start this ceremony. Christine, also share the script in the new members group. that somewhere in your file. You will need it in future. Or make it your profile picture. All right. Do we have? I can see Terry. We are waiting for Beatrice and Njoroge Maina to join us so that we can quickly start our induction. We have a mixture of professionals. Because of time, I think we'll just get another time to know them, right? But I'll just mention their names from this end. We have Catherine Wathome. Welcome to the Hill. So good to see you. And then you have Christabel Kendi, the dear girl from her speech. And then we have Collins. I think he's the latest. Yeah, he's the last born. He's the acting last born. Bring a guest so that we have another last born. Should be the oldest also. Fantastic. And then we have Tessa Thiga. Yeah. Yes, Tessa Thiga, and we have Veronica Wangoi. Both of them are my mentees. Who are your mentors? They're your mentors. Who will be assigned mentors. And then we have Terry Modoni, who is online. We have Njoroge Maina, our incoming SAA. And we have Beatrice Lenjo. I can see her. I hope she can put on her video. I want us to start. I've given you something. Terry, this script has been sent in the new members orientation group. I hope you have opened it because you're going to read it right now. Officially. Apologies for that. Veronica, tell us what you do as I correct something quickly. Okay. Veronica, yes, tell us what you do.
I work. That's a hard question.
Yes.
So I work with children with disabilities. I support their education.
Okay. I won't give her. I was just trying to get my script. Apologies. It is customary for club president or the vice president of membership to induct new members. However, this duty can be performed by any of the EXCO members. Fellow Toastmasters of the Hill Toastmasters Club, it is now our duty and privilege to induct these 9 new members into the Hill Toastmasters Club. This is a very important occasion both for the new members and for us as a club, as these individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership. And we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I've already called the members to join me at the lectern. And this is to our, I don't know, okay, let me just stand here. I hope you can see me, Veronica. You're now joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of the Hill Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You'll become a part, or you have already become a part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Madam Vice President, I think she's online. If you can spotlight Tabitha Kendi. Have these new members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they also been told how Toastmasters program works and informed of the many benefits they will receive, as well as the obligations of membership?
Yes, they have.
Thank you so much, Madam Vice President Education. We have who have been assigned as mentors for these new members? Who have been assigned as mentors? I can see the mentors in the room. I think, okay, yeah. Okay. The names of the mentors, we have the immediate past president, Jackson Kangata. We have Monica Kapul, who is the incoming VPM, outgoing VPM, incoming president, Christine Ombaka, myself, Lillian Kimando, Tabitha Kendi is also a mentor, and I think Kevin Okari is also a mentor. Would these Toastmasters please stand, the mentors? The mentors, Tabitha, I hope you're standing. As experienced Toastmasters, you have been asked to help these new members get off to a good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmasters membership?
Yes.
Hey, say it louder, please.
Yes,
Conviction.
I do.
Thank you. Yes, I do. You may have your seat. Membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it very many rewards. It is also a place it also places obligations upon each one of you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means that you must work diligently. Let me repeat that. This means that you must work diligently toward your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. Can I see the smiles? Yes, we ask you to dedicate yourself to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Now, as you're facing these members, I've given you something, and those who are online, Terry, kindly unmute yourself. And who else is there? Njoroge. And I want us to read this. Where there's a blank space, you put your name. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then we start. Njoroge, have you unmuted yourself? Have you gotten there? Okay, fantastic. Let's start. 1, 2, 3.
I, Terry
I, Collins
Mudhoni,
Negri,
in the presence of my fellow members of the Hill Toastmasters Club, obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive way, to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
Thank you very much. Did you enjoy that? So that's your. You can make it your. Yeah, it's a note. It's a note. You can read it again without pressure, without having to listen to your fellow new members. I would request all the members of the Hill Toastmasters to stand. I know we have activities going on, and those who are online to kindly unmute themselves. Stand where you are, Monica, Sylvia, Christine. Can we finish this part and then we continue? I request that you repeat after me. Are we ready? We, the members of the Hill Toastmasters Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development. To provide you with positive, helpful evaluations. To maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere. To give you opportunities to help others. And to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Thank you. And now I don't have pins and I don't have the badges. I bless you. I welcome you to the Hill Toastmasters Club, and to make sure that now you feel. Oh, I have. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. I have these cute ribbons. Cherry, you'll pick yours. Njoroge, once you're here, we'll give you yours. In the meantime, I just want to. Where's Mudenda? Please take photos. Then we remember this day. Who do I start with? Can we move this side so that we take advantage of it? Oops. There we go. Okay. Moving is it? Or we bring it closer? Because of the table. There we go. I can start with. Oh, sorry, not Beatrice. Catherine, the Beatrice is the one who was online. Yeah, this is for you. Welcome to the Hill Toastmasters. Yes. Good. Don't go, we'll take a group photo. I know Veronica wants to go, that's why we're trying to hurry up. Welcome, it's matching with your top. Yes, keep going. Welcome, Collins. Oh, you're the last one. Oh, you're the. He said he's the last one. He wants to be last. He's actually the only man here. We will take a group photo, so don't go with the ribbons. Welcome officially. Yes. And then the last one, we have the boy child himself. He's here. The boy child, celebrate the boy child. Men,
Handshake.
Oh, handshake. Very important. Yes. You can come closer. Can we take a group photo with your ribbons? Please come. Sorry, Njoroge and Teddy. You missed the photo and you'll miss the cake. But all the best in your exams. Fantastic. Now, come here. No. I don't know how we're going to show Njoroge the cake he has missed. This is the way we welcome you to the Hill, the home of cakes and calories. The calories are very important. So request them to your stand here. We don't have the video. Leah, can I make you the cake cutter? Come, you've not spoken today. Welcome on the way. You are welcome. Please come. And then that's how we'll cut the cake. Yes, and that's just master, you're always ready. Help cut cake. Yeah. Here's the knife. Tell them. Welcome them to the hill. Cake matron. Welcome them to the hill. Tell them to hold the knife.
Oh, sorry. Not. Only button. We are short of many. Okay, speech.
Yes.
Take macron. Let's go.
We have the privilege of welcoming our new members. We are so glad to have you and so happy that you decided to take this step for your own personal development and to join us as well as we go together. This is a token to welcome you, and we are really happy to have you. And I call upon you to assist me cutting the cake. I don't know if you're going to be able to hold it. All of them. Come. Yes. Yes, please. Waiters.
All right.
Yeah. You ran away. Put your phone away. Yes, continue. You're serving everyone. All of you, Tessa. With the help of, you see, you're even making IPP come give you plates. Veronica. Yes. Immediate past president. Yes, immediate. He's now existing. He will now become past president from July.
No, it's just the president.
Okay, the president. Yeah.
So now he will be past president. The immediately is going now to come to me. I am Stella, you or me, the sixth president. When she's the incoming president, Mr. Lumbaka. The seventh. Yes. You can't be the eighth. Within a year? You're not so bad. 1 year is enough. You can spend yourself. Even with the way I love kids, I'm not sure this Thank you very much.
I don't know. Like how no, because men, as you've noticed, not even in this way, men, the problem now.
Yes, please. Have a cake.
You're working. So now, okay, hi.